Live. Um, welcome, everyone who decided to show up. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, we're doing. I think this is installment 4 of my jerk-ass playthrough of Disco Elysium. I'm going to attempt to be as chauvinistic and racist as the game will let me be. It's an interesting, I guess, idea that the game will let you be that. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you like it. It's definitely low key. It's point and click mystery game, a la most of the '90s games like King's Quest and Police Quest and stuff like that. So, not a lot of like. Yeah. So I'm doing a playthrough and yeah, trying to be a jerk because this game offers you a lot of different options for how to build and play your character. So the first time through, I kind of played as myself and made the decisions I think I would make in those situations, and then this time through, I'm going to, yeah, be a racist jerk. Oh, okay. Which game? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I suppose it. I guess depends on what you're into when it comes to gaming. Um, I tend to like slower strategy, story-based type games. Even though I just started Just Cause 4, mostly because it was free on PlayStation Plus, but also because I like that game. It's all the best aspects of Grand Theft Auto 3, where you just kind of fly around and destroy everything you possibly can, and they're real light on story. Uh, yeah, okay, so let's go to the journal. Let's find out where we are. Oh man. So this is kind of just what the fucking quest log looks like in this game at all times. An assload of quests, and yeah, it's pretty easy to get lost. What time of day is it? It is 7:15. So find the murder weapon. Need to do that. I'm not sure where that takes place. I think that's with the body. Split a kilo with Kuno, which means I need to break into his apartment. I need those pants. Call your station's Lazarus. Oh, okay. I don't remember this quest. End of day debrief with with Kim. Need to try and take a bath. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to be homeless because there is no way I've got 130 bucks. Yeah, I don't see that one going well. The secret passage. That one I think takes a while to get to. Find out who's in the union box. That one we just kind of do tomorrow, I think. That one will happen way later. Everard Clare. Yeah, I think that one's gonna go tomorrow as well. Ask around about the tattoos. I haven't been to the dock yet, so maybe I should go down to the dock in a little bit. Go to the harbor, ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. I think Mesk is this game's version of Mexican. I'm not sure. Make truce with Kuno. Make a truce. Okay, so yeah, I gotta get smokes. Who else has access to the trash? It's already telling me it may take a while, so we'll wait for that one. See if I can find my gun. My badge. Fortunately, I already know where those two things are, so I won't worry too much about them. Find some booze. I'm tempted to just leave that one undone, but I think last time I played, drugs and alcohol played a pretty big part in how you develop your character, so I may end up doing some of that stuff. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna happen, and like, it's already 7:15. I have to go to bed. I think bedtime's like 10, and you can kind of stay up till 11. I definitely don't want to stay up all night. Actually, I don't even know if the game will let you. I wonder if, like, you know what, I might push that. It may just knock you out at certain points, because there's a lot of dialogue that happens while you sleep. He kind of has a internal discussion with himself. Who made the call reporting the crime? Okay, so I guess we just wait on that one too. I have no idea where you are. This one takes a while as well. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. I know where that one is too. Find smokes and smoke them. That's also going to take money. And actually, I don't know. I probably could just palm some at the... What is it called? Forte? I don't care about those. I don't have a map yet. I need to go to the store. Got no points left. Running around without pants, because why wouldn't you? No, the main reason I don't want to wear the pants is because I don't want the minus to savoir-faire. Yeah, so we'll just run around like a school flasher. What is this though? Postcard. Le Jardin 21. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Yeah, so I am totally going to sell all of the postcards because I needs monies. Did I interact with this one? Yeah, I already did this. Okay. What thoughts? Do I have any thoughts? Thoughts. White morning. Okay. Yeah, that one's coming soon. Let's go out this door. Actually, we can stop. Oh, it can't be opened from this side. Really? So I'm just kind of fucking stuck in the docks here, huh? Freet, that's the name of the store. The store where I'm probably gonna steal some smokes. Maybe a bottle of wine. Yeah, I need a plastic bag so I can start collecting tear. Let's head on down this away. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Somebody was chilling and smoking. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Snow was quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here. Let's see. Did I do this? Well, the lieutenant looks at you, then the bottles. Yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Yeah, no, I must be Super Cop. I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Yes, Lieutenant Marks dryly. This looks pretty advanced, all right. For now, let's just move on. All right, well, that was cool. I think that's just an opportunity to say Super Cop stuff. Okay, the Winders. Night Watchman's Booth. This is the Night Watchman's Booth. The name on the door reads René Arnaud. Sorry, Arnaud. Oh no, I failed. Wait, what? Whoa. I've never seen that happen before. A failed? Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. Yo, Kim, I'm gonna take a quick look. If you must. Lieutenant looks around, but please hurry. We're pretty easy to spot up here. Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Savoir-faire. Looks like the inhabitant is rather pedantic when it comes to order. I'm gonna take that picture. Photo of a happy couple. Well, that's rude. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabiner uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera. Why did you take that? Lieutenant asked, glancing at the photo. So that's the wrong spelling of peak. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence. Fine, he nods, but let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here. Let's pop a squat. The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin gray pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. I think I may have just killed myself. Let's breathe deep. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of this booth is immaculate. The booth. Search for a little something to help you out. The drawers are empty, save for old-time sheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date. I'm not gonna talk to Kim, and I'm also not gonna read. Nice. Oh, nice, dude. You take the painkillers. They are yours now. Sure. We'll read the side effects. Oh boy, where to start. Elevated risk of dementia, mini-strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, okay, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to l'opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Sounds like a death metal band. Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. Wow. Okay, so how depressing should I be? Oh my god, I went up to a woman and actually said, I want to have fuck with you earlier. What the hell is wrong with me? Maybe this was a bad idea. Get up. Okay, so at least I didn't take damage, but I did get a bunch of drugs, so that's cool. You stand and exit the booth. Let's check out my new drugs. Oh. Black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. The girl is young and pretty, the man clad in fancy uniform and smiling. On the back, a very steady hand has written the words, Revachol Fair, summer of 91. Okay. Can I go anywhere else here? No. Can I, like, look at this stuff? Good try, buddy. Good try. Okay. Well, who's that? Let's take a peek at this bad boy. Wait. All around you, great machines in quiescence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Oh, so it's not just dirty. Got $1. Loaded. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalson. Composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. More drugs. Nice. Okay, so I got some decent healing items. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Must be bedtime. Pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. The speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard. There's a strike, don't you know? Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Let's talk to this boy.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everett.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. Yup.
Everett, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. But of course not.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Do you work here? Yes, everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way, Leonard Bellick, but everyone calls me Leo. The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar's out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. He chuckles. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady. A good-hearted chuckle again. Who is this Miss Beaufort? Beaufort. The lieutenant looks up at Leo. A real pretty lady with a skin like those Dew and Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down besides the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Hold on. Who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned? Oh, Lizzie? She's a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. So she's a lawyer. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. He goes on. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Damn, dude. Mr. Overshare here. Dr. LeMater said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has. He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes. I think you're doing a great job, Leo. Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo. The lieutenant smiles at the little man. Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are all right. What are you doing with the containers? Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. He waves at the containers towering behind him. Let's try it. Hooray! I barely fucking made it. Oh, okay. Made it by 2. The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountain rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's a coup, I tell you. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers. Let's ask why. No, not really, he shrugs and continues merrily. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell him to everyone. That makes sense. He does like to talk, apparently, about his wife's inability to have children. Looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim. Yes, they're hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debaudier Union logo on them. What's underneath these red covers? Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think. Thanks, Leo. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all, the little guy affirms merrily. So where's everybody at? Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now. So, no one is working? Not everyone is down there, of course, he chuckles. Mr. Everart's in his office, where he always is, and Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. He pauses to think. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. He smiles and leans closer. Him and his boys stirred something up in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. Did they kill somebody? No, I don't think so. Oh, I don't think they killed anyone. The little guy shies away from you. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking. Are you the Leo that wrote the note to make more banners? Oh, yes, he replies excitedly. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. What was that about the borscht? Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. The little guy chuckles merrily. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. He shakes his head with a wide smile. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renaudin's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Power borscht, huh? Never heard of borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Alcohol, however. What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking? Yes, I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They make it in the they brew it in the whirling in rags. Who makes it in the whirling in rags? Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grod. Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it. Oh, sure, mister, sure. The little guy nods. You do that. Yes, sir. He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along. What's in that container over there? Oh, that one. He looks at the container. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. So I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union. Oh, you want Mr. Everard then. He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this neighborhood. He coughs, then continues immediately. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man. Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course. He points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Alright. Nice chatting with you, buddy. Let's meet Mr. Everard. Coffee is still lukewarm. Who's this Luke guy and why is he so warm? Okay, special borscht. We will look into it directly. Yeah, I didn't actually do this until like day 3 or 4 earlier in my previous playthrough. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Clockfish. Let's chit-chat with Mr. Everard. Yeah, he looks like a freaking oatmeal drawing. Before you is a walrus of a man, seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. Are you in charge of the dock
Welcome,
workers?
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
I kind of hate this encounter. He's not a likable person, and I think I got manipulated AF last time, so hopefully my tough guy character can do a little better this time.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debargeurs Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yep, his health. His health prevents him from getting up. Okay, so that's weird. Somebody put this Kool-Aid jammer into the refrigerator with no straw attached to it. And so I grabbed that one, intending to use this one, which did come with a straw, and just use the straw for both of them, but this one had 2 straws attached to it. So, like, they were meant to be together? Alright. He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Oh, gotcha. The lieutenant thinks that it can't be good. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name. Oh, that's right. He did call me Mr. Dubois. I forgot that, my identity is a little suspect right now. Okay. Why are you calling me
Please,
Mr.
Mr.
Dubois?
Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat, I insist.
I insist. Who's that British comedian? David something? He sounds like him. From Mitchell and Webb. It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out. I don't sit. It's kind of my
Very
thing.
well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions, one of which is that I will not engage any man who won't face me at eye level.
Well, so like, what if I had the same conviction? Like, I won't engage any man that won't face me at eye level. So like, stand up.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
Rude. See, it's a power move. You're no titan of volition, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave. So, I must make my decision.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Okay. There's a lot of layers to this. I kind of like the stoic look. Trying to wink back, I guess, what it denotes complicity, and I'd rather not do that. Like I said, I don't really like this guy. And I, well, personally don't like the guy. But I don't think my character would like him much either. Because I'm Mr. Tough Guy. And this guy's like a tub of lard. So let's remain serious. We'll be stoic.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarges Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Seriously? I'm one away? I think it just gets worse, dude. Damn. My pain threshold pretty freaking high. Does that actually roll? How do I have an 11? Interesting. Okay. The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners. Pains me to say.
I don't like this. So, well, I don't know. I don't like Gart, and I don't like this guy. So, like, the thing is, Gart's, like, kind of harmless. I feel like getting favors from this dude could be bad. But
this should take care of that nonsense.
he points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. So like, what? Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it. So now, here's the thing. I owe Gart 130. So, I don't know. My guy's kind of dumb, so I don't know if he would really understand this aspect of it, but giving him a fake-ass check for $105 less than I actually owe him shouldn't wipe out our debts. But this guy kind of runs the city, so it's more of a signal, right? Like, I don't even think it's worth the 25 real. I think it's gonna tell Gart, like, hey, Everard is saying that my debts are cleared. And so Gart is gonna say, okay, well, I don't really want trouble with Everard, so I should probably just take this fake-ass bullshit and just excuse the debt. But my guy's kind of dumb, so he probably wouldn't realize all that. And also, this is me accepting a favor from Everard, which kind of indebts me to him. Makes me indebted to him. I don't know if indebt is an active verb. Anyway. So yeah, personally, don't like the idea of doing this. But I think my character, being a dum-dum, tough guy, who likes money. You know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Listen to that crispy mic. You can hear every drop of freaking Kool-Aid come out of that thing. I think I'm gonna have a mimosa here in a little bit. Alright, thanks, Buddy Rowe.
Don't mention it, but also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Yeah, he's kidding. Of course he's kidding. People like this just do favors for fucking strangers. Continue?
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
So, this is something I skipped on last time. I didn't want to ingratiate myself with Everard. Mostly because, like I said, I can see through his bullshit, and I'd rather not be indebted to him, owe him anything, beholden to him in any way. So, I didn't do this. I just sucked it up, and I was like, alright, I lost my gun. Darn. But, my guy, being Mr. Proud and also kind of dumb, I think he's gonna fall for the bullshit and want to save face with the precinct. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing this mission.
Lost gun, lost gun.
Buttholes. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. How do you know about my gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded. Sorry, gotta do some shopping real quick. Done. Thank you, done. Okay. Screw that, it's too hard on the phone. Man, why do I select replacements when, like, they're just gonna send me pictures of eggs? Jeez. Let's go to my thing. Let's go to chat. Okay. Okay, now, let's see. Composure. What is my composure? I bet it's bad. I bet it's real bad. A 4. 4's not real bad. 4's actually pretty good. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. Side effect spooks. Oh, wow. So, like, reading about the drugs makes this check really bad. Let's talk to Kim. Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Well. Well. Let's try not to panic. Jeez, I got like every negative you could possibly get. What do I even need for this check? I only need a 4. So if I hadn't just fucked everything up, I would have just had this. I would have just passed. But no. Alright, here goes nothing. Let's hope for boxcars. Of course not. God, you're swearing. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it. Not me. I'm a tough guy, man.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
I think I'm going to take a morale hit. Yep. What is this Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill, man. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. So I don't think we want to give up. I think we just kind of, yeah.
Mr.
use
Dubois,
all our
are you
drugs.
okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow in a kind of throwing motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois. Yeah, let me get some water, bro.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time, and I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
So that's not good. I need him to help me with my gun. I would actually like to find my gun. That would be interesting, as it's something I have not done in this game yet. So it would be nice to tread some new ground. Alright. Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in? Harry, he says, almost gently. Honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia, a man your age. Say nothing. The big man peers at you over the rims of his glasses for a moment, then interlaces his fingers and rests his chin on his hands. Anyway, I assure you, I'm a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Of course, let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I'll call you Harry. That's what the hanged corpse called you, Harry. So that is my name. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? He shrugs with an amazed expression. What are the odds of that? I think the odds of that, he looks at you, are very low. It's true. My memory is a bit hazy. I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is, he taps on the folder in front of him. I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out. Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name. You need to confirm this. I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. He pauses to look down on a brown folder on his desk. And you were probably right. I can. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it. Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents? The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles. Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? His eyes never leave yours. Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now. I'm gonna fail that. Wait, drama 0. Oh, my drama is 0. Okay. Oh, because I have a -1. Okay. So I have to get an 11. And I have a 0. So that means I have to roll a 10, an 11, or a 12. That's pretty low odds. Let's see. I feel like any of these is gonna make that worse. Let's see. Where'd you get that folder? This? He closes the folder. Shit. My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry. I think that made it worse. I find that very suspicious. May I have a look? I'm afraid this is meant for unionized only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. He turns back to you. Please continue, Harry. Okay, so that helped a little. That's probably the best we can do. I think asking about it is going to make it worse. So we'll give it a shot. Nope. Nope. Everart's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry. I got nothing to hide. Oh, Harry, he peeks into the folder, as if it's hard to turn away from the mysteries inside. Oh, wow, this is really something. I'm sure it's not that bad, the lieutenant whispers. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that. So how about it, Harry? He leans back in the chair. You need assistance, I presume? See, I kind of want to know, and I feel like Harry does too. What's my full name? It's Harry. Harry Dubois. You don't feel like either one of these things. You know what your name is. You have a sophisticated name, like that of a count, or a beautiful man. I am Raphael Cousteau. I think I want to be Raphael Cousteau. Fine, Harry, he waves you off. You can even be Harry Raphael Dubois de Cousteau, or whatever you choose to be. Lieutenant covers his face and sighs audibly. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. He frowns at the lieutenant. I, however, wish to help you any way I can. Let's try the other one. I thought you were Harry Dubois. No, I'm really, really not. You are, Harry. Okay, I can work with that. And I can work with you, Harry. He raises his index finger. Now what else can I do for you? What kind of a cop does it say I am? Well, Harry, he opens the folder and leafs through its contents. It looks like you like to party. Hard. And you like disco music. I guess you're a disco cop. I do like me some disco. Harry, sometimes I think we're so similar it frightens me. He holds his giant head between his hands. I too love regular, normal music. He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez. Jeez, stop. Stay. Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids or family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry? Never mind the family. Family, Harry. He glances lovingly at the framed photo in front of him. Is the most important thing in the world. Do you know where I live? But of course, Harry. He nods. Your precinct is the 41st. The 41st. And you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay. Alright, that's it. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me? Let's talk about my gun. Yes, your lost gun. His face turns serious. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. He winks at you. It's just a matter of time and effort. The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back? Damn it, Harry, that's exactly what it means. He turns to the lieutenant. I'm only kidding, of course. He is not. Of course, the lieutenant replies dryly. I understand. We help you, you help us. Let's soften him up before we get to the hanging. I'm looking into your shady brew. I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation. I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me, he reconsiders. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier. Yeah, he knows. He knows what I'm talking about. I want to talk about the hanging. Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez, he nods. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help. Like I'm helping you with your lost gun. What a nice guy. Why did I ever not like him? He's so nice. Just helping me out. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand. You need to interview me. I sense there's a but. Oh. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. Yes, that sounds good, the lieutenant says with a slow nod. Let's do that. Miss the business. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. Suddenly, he slaps himself on the forehead. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors. Let's see. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines? I'm not so sure I understand. He looks to the union boss. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen. Come now, I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it. I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Harry, my dear friend, he sinks deeper into the chair. I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Why don't you just open it yourself? Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. He slams his fists together. You look like you could run around all day. You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you. I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. He turns back to you. So what will it be, Harry? Whose door is this? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. I feel like we're facilitating a hit. What do you mean by a weasel? A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. He removes his glasses and rubs his nose. Also, I think this might be counterproductive for my investigation. Like, I mean, if he's behind it, right? If Everard is somehow behind the murder. Alright, anyway. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. He puts his glasses back on. We'll do it. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. He flicks his fingers. What does taking our friendship to the next level mean? Are we gonna smooch? You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. I'm probably gonna go in. Everard, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk later. Wait. He leans, reaches into his drawer, and pulls out a plastic card. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Thanks. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry. What? Oh, the breakthrough. Thought complete. White morning. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house, sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. Motorics learning caps raised by 1. That's pretty cool. Plus 20% zoom out distance? Interesting. I didn't do this one last time. Weird. I guess it's something to do with my divorce, huh? And that's all of my thoughts so far, so, okay. What did I get? Giant novelty check. This 20 by 50 centimeter check looks like it's meant to be handed over ceremoniously on a gala-like event. It supposedly exchanges for 25 real at your local fruit store. Below the number, a careful hand has written the words, Constable's rent, all of it. Note, worthless in a pawn shop. Okay. So I guess I'm constable. Man, Gart is gonna love that. Get the key to the weasel's door from Manana. Okay. Info on the case, and then like, but my gun, man, but my gun. Am I blind? Where's my gun? Track down your badge. Where's my gun? So that's just done? So I don't get to find my gun anymore? I have to open that door. Ooh, Apocalypse Cop sounds fun too. so strange. Okay, what's GTFO? It's 8:20. I still have time to wander around. And I think actually wandering around will take me to like 10. And then I can chit-chat with Kim. Check out my extra zoom. Look at that. Can't see crap. What's in here? The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Is it locked? Did I already do that? Is there money sitting on the table? Nice. Did I already open this? Like... Curious. Look at that, more money just sitting there. Money hiding everywhere. Control panel. A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Allumer and Éteindre are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Hey Goober. Allumer, Éteindre, Éteindre, Éteindre. I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but... So it's a crane control panel, assuming it means up or down. It's okay. We're going to Éteindre. The crane stands tall, proud, erect, and still. Okay, that didn't do anything. There. A loud cry. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. That were loud. Okay. And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Its purpose? What do you mean? Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now, it will rest. I can't see how that was worth the ruckus. He looks at the crate, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying. Let's attendre this bad boy. The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all. Let's allumer it again. No screech of metal when you push the button this time, only silence as the crane remains in a state of dormancy. Cool. So I made all the failed possible choices that I could. And this guy. Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard. Kim, I think there's something about this container. You do? Because I don't. What? Why not? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? Maybe there's contraband in there. The lieutenant considers this for a moment. There may very well be, but we're not here to look for that. Okay. Love you. We're not here to interact with containers. We're here to talk to the Union, right? Let's knock. No reply. I'm gonna turn it down a little. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container. But now I gotta turn it up a little. Okay. Let's open. Attempt to turn the handle to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Nothing more to do here. Leave for now. So now, we take our handy dandy crowbar. Put that instead of a flashlight, yeah. Wow. She still had him? She had 2 of your pets. Wow. It's like a kitty Christmas. Yeah, so some random ass drama with my daughter. She lost a cat like a year ago, and then lost another cat like 4 or 5 months ago, I think. And her mother saw the cat that was most recently lost in the window, called the police, and got that cat back. And the thing about that cat is it's a Bengal, which apparently are worth like a couple grand. So they got that cat back, but now, as it turns out, the other cat that they lost like a year ago was also at this lady's house. So she's just been stealing cats that wander the neighborhood, apparently. So that's cool. Okay, so doing that with the crowbar didn't make a difference. Let's get out of here. What? How did I miss all that stuff? So I gotta hit that tab key a little more often, huh? Is that the door that I need to open? Okay, I can't get there. Interesting. See a container you can't open? Oh, poop. Gotta go back. God damn it, I gotta go all the fuck back. Okay. Groovy. Let's go back. Yeah, I like to just have the pry bar in my hand. I feel like this is a wasted effort too. Maybe not. we'll see. Yeah, now it's blue now that I have the freaking pry bar. Ooh. Nice. Now, decision time. So these have half-life. Unfiltered contact. For ultimate performance efficiency, these Fallen Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding covering the palms, making these ideal for quadrupedal movement. Or for lifting cargo. So, quadrupedal movement, so like running like a dog. Do I want interfacing or half-light? I think... Shit, man. Hey, what?
She might have stolen JoJo, possibly. I think JoJo would be, but she
Okay.
had probably also stolen Stir Fry and Metal's mom and one of their sisters.
Like... Does she still have them?
No, she just let them all loose on the street. And one of the neighbors found one of her cats was missing for like 6 months.
So this lady's just been stealing cats from the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Well, when you say like let them loose on the street,
gone. Just got rid of them. Let them all outside.
but like, isn't that how she got the cats in the first place? Because they were running around.
Yeah.
Not sure what the negative side of that is.
No, there's not a negative. She's free.
Oh, so now that she got caught, she's just letting all the cats out.
Yeah, she's free.
Oh, so you can just kind of hope that they're coming back.
Yeah, I thought Bauer crawled into like a sewer pipe and died because the last time I
Yeah.
saw him was October of last year.
Yeah, jeez.
And he was, oh my god.
So instead of like being cool about it and being like, hey, come check out if any of these are also your
She just
cats,
let them go.
she's just okay. Well, I mean, she's already fucked on Jungle, right? Like, there's already like it's already been proven that she stole Jungle,
Yes.
right? Okay. But she's trying to get out of like not getting in trouble for all the rest of the cats.
Sorry, I haven't been hearing you, Mom. I've been talking to Dad.
Yeah, no, she's fucked out of the way. But like, I just wanted to make sure she's getting hers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll wander back home. Oof. Kitty drama. All right. This one is going in the record books. All right. So interfacing or half-light. I think half-light's good for wandering around. I gotta try and remember that like when I interact with stuff that I need to put the interfacing gloves back on. Let's see if I missed any more coins. Alright, I think we're good. Crazy stuff. miss anything else in here, did I? Alright. Cool. We have escaped. Of a strike, press button behind guard. So I kind of want to go knock out Measurehead, to be honest. Let's save real quick. I haven't saved in a while. Cancel.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, this freaking artwork for this dude is wild. Okay. Oh yeah, he's racist as fuck too.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. Oh yeah,
must
baby.
Be frightening to stand in the shadow of this axial pinnacle. Be calm, Am Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
I'm gonna puff up.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique. You hear your heart pumping fast and irregular. Your joints ache, and you feel old but still alive somehow.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
What a dick.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
So I wonder if that changes anything. I don't know if it really... Test. Test. No, it doesn't. It's just making it louder for me. Okay. Yeah, that adjustment did nothing. Awesome. Hopefully it's not too fucking loud. Looks like it's too fucking loud. Shit. Too fucking loud? Yeah. Oh well.
Jean, look. His body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
This is backward. See that? And this is back to the metal and stir fries
Wow. What a shit. Too bad, kiddo. Yeah, it's good, but like, I don't know. It'd be nice if she didn't just release them into the wild and instead of like let people see if it's actually their fucking cat. Is that Bauer? It's so fluffy.
Yeah, he was our fluffiest cat. I got him in 2018.
Man. Do you want to show chat? I don't think there's anybody here. Okay. I can't tell. Wait, move your arm for a second.
Now you can see him.
Okay. The floofiest of floofs. My body does not betray my
You have
degeneracy.
succumbed to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, Al Ghul?
Yes, Al Ghul.
But what is Al Ghul?
Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
You mean alcohol?
Correct, my small skull servant.
He nods approvingly. Kim, is it really that bad?
It's not good.
Thanks, Kim. You're the best. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned. You're right. I am a servant of Al Ghul. I still need you to respect the law.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
The ham sandwich race needs to take a leak. Something tells me my audio is gonna be super freaking loud. I'm gonna turn myself down a little. Test, 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 test. There we go. That's probably fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna have some beef jerky. And drink my mimosa. I am the law.
Jerking motion. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
This guy's a jerk.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Koikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Pop culture.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
She sounds so smart. Alright. I think I'm settled in. I think I've had enough breaks. Got everything I need. I got beef jerky, got a mimosa, made with Sunny D, classy, in a red cup. Disgusting. And some beef jerky. You're right. I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonite Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art and your microcephalic skulls.
You know anything about this mug? It's your kind of thing? Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash? Isn't the boss white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital something. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists never did. Okay. Oh, race naivistic communists. Okay. Can you take your lamp upstairs, please? Okay. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? Have you picked them up from rock and roll songs? Fucking disco, baby. Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race, but what is done is done. Beautiful, selective memory. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. Okay, I'll ask. Who are the Seminoles? The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago, millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know. So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol? I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulunbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the gray mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the Pale. So you did come from the islands? No, he cranes his head. I have heard about it, on the radio. So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Revachol. I'm from Couronne, he changes tactics. And no, it is not just in Revachol. This city is central to the Seminoles strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You've heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it. So of course I'm going to subscribe to his advanced race theory. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorryman down the street. Welcome to Revachol, you hear him yell at a red-haired woman visiting the freet nearby. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. Phrenology. True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. Berries and what else? It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. I got experience for that? This leads me to conclude. You are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-le-Clef and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi. So one of my ancestors was Sur-le-Clef and the other Vesper? Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al Ghul. That is the only reason you are here. But isn't he from Revachol? He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober. Let's ask Kim. I don't think anything about this. We're wasting our time having this conversation. I think that's true. Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle. Let's try it. Oh, god damn. Go ahead, don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets. I need some of that race stuff in my brain. Suck it to me. Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to sock anything to an infant such as you. Well, fudge. But wait. I was supposed to knock him out. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Where's it coming from? From a distant sunset? A stage light? Flash photography? Nowhere in particular? It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit. Now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rockstar politician or drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. I'm trash. Yeah, cool trash superstar. Big dick cop on his luck. Down on his luck. Salam Rocky Bye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Lights, camera. Nah. I don't want to be superstar cop. TBH. Okay, so like...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Blah, 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 blah. Individualism is my jam. Youth culture does not affect my thinking. Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel, a pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I'm not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to me. Okay. Oh, I was tactful in front of the woman. I guess we'll try it again. Hey, we passed this time. Ask what kind of races are there first. Classification is core to this stuff. I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are. Do you? The lieutenant looks at you. This is for the thing. What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about races, don't you? You are obviously a liberal, Seolite, the man tells him. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are three categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile C, F race. Cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? Type A. Those are the Semines, the Areopagite, the Occidentals, excluding the Mon, of course. The Mon are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Mon on reprehensible street parades. In Mon cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. Who exactly are the Mon? You know them by the names of their nation-states. The Oranges, Orangese, the Gotwaldians, and the Konigsteners. My people simply call them Mon. The Mon are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Not tassels. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously. Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs, too. Okay, got it. Who are Type A, then, in your view? The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina. Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Medio by the golden Pisantic Sea. The Soresna of Surleclef and even the North Konigsteiners all have type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilization. The Mesk are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. He draws his finger across his face. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. And who are the Seminese and Areopagites in this? As proven by the Mon and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent. And the Seminese are? The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern island. He gestures towards the south, across the ocean. I am Seminese, from the stock of Olunbir on Ile de Fantôme. And the Areopagites? Areopagites? I'm not sure which it is. Okay. My food's here. I'll be right back. Cookie dough. I'm gonna be part of my ham sandwich race. Don't eat the whole pack in one sitting. See how this goes. The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Seminese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ilmara to Insulind, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant, mon-ridden Occidentals discovered this place. What's the difference between the Seminese and the Areopagites? The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the super isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery. The latter, then he continues, the latter is perfected and adapting together. Together they form the Semino-Areopagite, or Semiopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world. Nature was not capable of more. Alright, Type B. The Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race, the Khoikos and the Vacholiers. They are mud-colored people. Jesus Christ. Mud-colored. To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish like a ham sandwich, but look into their eyes and you will see. He squints, full of sage wisdom. They are of an indistinct, muddy color, and so is their skin, unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grod people have undergone, for drinking algul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato. Wow. The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grod, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba. And the Vacholier you mentioned? Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet. What? No. You're fine. You can sit in the kitchen. Okay. Delicioso. Alright. C through F. Race. Cauldron of Pederasty. Type C through F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Chimeric experiments? Lesser races like the Mosquito. A grotesque mixture of a Mesk woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is Mesk and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The Mosquito is born sterile like a donkey. He looks west, ruefully. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. Any more? Then there is, he pauses dramatically, the Semino-Khoikic Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Semino-Khoikic Chimera? It is not an aesthetic sight. Yes. The Khoiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with a Khoiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and Grod servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Khoiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the Mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Khoiko woman, or Khoika. Jeez. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of type C through F. Were there any able-bodied races you need education on? Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. How do I word the mystery? You need to internalize what you've heard today. Then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. Bye. So, like, I can't punch him in the face to get this box? That's kind of bullshit. Annoying. I think I would have had to punch him first. Alright, let's get off the docks here. Let's go talk to the Mesk guy.
Scab?
A man with jolly eyes tilting his head. What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like that
Gotta be
much.
bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Oh. Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Did you just call me?
No, I said Scab.
Okay.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop Scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. Heh. This little boya did good on his promise. His promise? To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere. Hang on. Hey, kiddo. Can you put this in the fridge for me, please? The cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of jam rock. Oh. Okay. Thank you. I don't have an empty slot. Got no skill points. Alright. Yeah, I got a pee break. Drops in his pocket. I don't think that's true. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. He smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So Kuno used us to what? Scare you? It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then. Probe into the armor. What did you learn? Learn that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. Beef jerky's pretty good. Okay. Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. Or does it come off? In parts. In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing, the gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. 4 pieces of armor up for grabs then, but I already sent the boots away. The jolly man shrugs. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least. Four pieces, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. He gives you a jolly shrug. Forgot about them. I did. Yeah, man. Welcome, Will. I'm gonna find one piece of it. One is enough. Nice and balanced, the lieutenant nods. Some junior officers can take care of the rest. Smart choice, the mustached man agrees. It's only that one spot you need armored, too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots, though. You'd have an easier time wrestling the spurs off of Boyadero than getting them off him. Thank you for the cooperation, sir. How's my audio, by the way? I'm concerned that I'm, like, overloading it. No problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. If you see that kid, thank him from... Call me mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. Huh? If you want, yeah, please. You could text and chat. Okay. I'm a bit short on money. Sure thing, my friend. He flips a coin. Oh, no. Oh, nice. Boing! Coin lands in your hand as if it always belonged there. The swallow returns. Appreciated. Hey, I got a buck. Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to... He nods toward the protesters. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. The Union has problems getting by? Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supply should last a strike, though. Every little bit helps, you know. I'm always glad to help out. Yeah, she just popped down the stairs to, like, ask if she wanted me... Or if I wanted her to check the audio. I was like, well, if you're listening to me... I'm always glad to help out when possible, not like these slithering scabs. He looks at them in disbelief. Alright, Everett said you have a key to a door? key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? Said it belonged to a weasel. Oh, say no more. I got you. Taps the side of his nose with a little wink. I got that key right here, and let me tell you, it's mighty good for you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Not really doing this for political reasons. Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it. I like to keep my distance too. He nods, but it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business. Okay, but where did you get the key from? The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in. Oh shit. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? He doesn't wait for your answer. To feed our children, I guess. Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? When he'll be home? He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, who we are fighting for. The man takes a big sip from his flask. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting. Why are you striking? We're negotiating our share. Your share? Aye, he seems pleased with himself. So not wages or pensions or this stuff. They already covered. Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people here have. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. How large a share would you like? All of it. However, right now, we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board so they can take part in the decision-making process. Are you a communist? No. He pauses to think for a moment. I don't think I'm a communist. Oh. Hey, Goober. He pauses. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value in saying, I want it all to myself, is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. You shouldn't take what's not yours. Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie's wide enough for all of us. Tell me about Everard, please. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. He shrugs. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. What does bossing the union entail, anyway? I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own. By that you mean corruption. By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. That desk seemed lavish to me. He is reasonably lavish, sure, that's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all. You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation. Alright, have fun. Sure, I've had the necessary free time. He spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has. Fortunately, there's always time. The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, Having command of his time is the most important thing. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider if need be. An endless torrent of time. Must be nice. Any idea who killed the hanged man? The mercenary, eh? He shrugs. Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? He shakes his head solemnly. The harbor's a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing? What a thought, he scoffs, looking shocked. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Pushed how? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. Hold up. What does that mean? He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. Did you kill him? I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills. He means a more violent faction can easily take care of such a thing. Understood. The lieutenant takes a note. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you. No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. He takes a sip from his flask. Nice talk. Otto Sa. Okay. So there's some more stuff I wanted to get to today. But it is like 10 minutes after time. So I'm going to go through my quests real quick and then call it a night. So I gotta get the hanged man's boots. Body has to be down. Autopsy has to be finished. Kim has to be absent. This will be tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body to the processing without getting a hold of the boots. So, like, it's still, I think, in the trunk of his car. But the only way to get around Kim is to wait until he goes to bed. So, like, that's going to be first thing next week, is doing this guy. Well, I mean, I still have to, like, I got to do my end of day debrief and then immediately run downstairs and go into his car. Hopefully I'll be able to get in. Yeah, hopefully. I just want one piece of armor. Find and locate one piece, and this one's done. Open the apartment door. So I'm going to do that one. Where's the rest of the armor? Gotta confront Kuno. Alright, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm going to get away from this loud-ass dock. Let me save real quick. Alright. Main menu, please. Confirm that. Alright. So, yeah, that was part 4. Got a little bit of, what did he call it? Advanced race theory, which apparently involves phrenology, one of the most robust studies of the human body ever conducted, and also weird eugenic stuff. I don't even know if it's eugenics, like incorrect theories about which types of humans can and cannot breed. Either way, this game is fun. I like a lot of the weird concepts, and I like how they deal with them delicately by, I guess, masking is the right word. Masking it as their made-up world, their imaginary alternate reality. Anyway, I'll do this again next week. Don't forget to check me out Tuesday and Thursday. I play Slay the Spire from 5 o'clock until I get tired of it. And then Sunday nights, I'll be playing Disco Elysium, this game, from 6 to 8. Thanks everybody who stopped in. Oh yeah, that's right. BT dubs. I post all of these Disco Elysium playthrough on YouTube. More to come in the future. We do impromptu games of Phasmophobia from time to time. Me and Will Stun for Food, Ozoi, Dr. Devious, Suavi. So after Disco Elysium, I'll probably play the Fallout 4 survival run. And this game will take me long enough to play that you'll probably be done with your Fallout 4 game by the time I start mine. But yeah. Have a wonderful night. Have a good week. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. All that shit. See you guys.